I greet you in the love and the light of the Ultimate One Creator. I give thanks, people, most importantly for this information. Money, the form of control that the government's deep state around the world have used to suppress us as a collective group, as all the people on the planet, who use money on a daily basis. They're all under suppression because the value of money is zilch. We've got to remember, money now is a suppression, is a form of chains or control over slavery, the slavery system that we're still right up in. But some people have managed to just get their heads just above it, and it's not money that they've got their heads above, it's dimensions. Once the higher vibrations resonate in your body, you're out of control. That is the end of it. And we still need money for the short term. I understand that. That's why I have some. But regarding money, money's not connected to gold as it once was, which I've got a sneaky feeling that the deep state are hoping to go back to that gold connection with the money. But we don't even need that gold. We don't even need that. I still have some gold, but we don't need it no more. We don't need the forms of control anymore, because the forms of control can't resonate or be used against us in the higher dimensions, because everything that will ever hope for and to use will be manifested instant in an instant, just here. And we can multiply things. And I believe something strange happened to me a few days ago, and I want to just mention this to people. I got ready and I had 2 e-cigarettes and put them in my pocket because I've stopped using my cannabis now. Because I've got enough clarity within me. So, and I can manifest things pretty quickly. So I put them in my pocket. I went to the club, started playing snooker. Then I emptied my pockets. There was 3. I have no idea where they come from. I'm certain there was only 2 in my pocket. What e-cigs like, they're not that small to just... There was only 2. I got to the club and there was 3. A friend said to me in the club, "Oh, my e-cigs ran out." There you go. So I passed it on. There's no way I had 3 in my pocket. There's just no way. I knew I had 2. I just knew it. I only had jeans on. I didn't have a coat on, so I only had... In your jeans pocket, you know what's in your pockets, don't you? There's four small pockets on a pair of jeans, and I just knew it. I manifested it. So I passed it on with love. I only work in love space, people. That's all there is. Love. So if you can imagine instantaneously manifesting things, we're going to get all our old memories back from past lives. So we don't need, we don't need money anymore. So we don't need to go across the karmic balance either, because everything we've done in the past, we have memories of it. So we don't need to relive them like we were. And this is how they've been using us as slaves to keep us trapped in the 3rd dimension. Now, Now that the Earth's always resonated at the fifth dimension in the core of the Earth. We've got the Nordics under the ground, and they've always resonated in the fifth dimension. On the surface, it dropped really low because of the forms of control and the mind control that the deep state have been using on us through subliminal messages and things like that, through media, through the control of money, just massive amounts of control on us, playing low vibrational energies through TV programs, through they've been really abusing humans on the planet. Now, basically, it's a long story, but basically I'll run through it as quick as I can, as simplified as I can. Basically, there's 12 families rule the world, right? The 13th family is the negative extraterrestrials. There's negative beings and there's positive beings in the extraterrestrial stage. Now, the 13th family was the Anunnaki. And they've been using these 12 families to control the planet and wealths and everything, really, land, everything is being controlled by these. Now, these 12 families have been cut off 2 years ago, in 2022, I believe, something like that. Maybe it's just over 2 years, nearly 3. So, no, it must be 3 years, sorry. Being cut off from the 13th family, the real leaders of the planet, or the real leaders. So they're being cut off from them. And the 12 families now are running around like headless chickens, trying to keep hold of control. But slowly but surely, it's drifting away from them. So they're not going to be able to control us. So even these 12 families, I won't name them because they're irrelevant. They don't need any energy from I. So that's what they've been doing to us. There's going to be, there has been military trials for years against these people who controlled market manipulation. There were paedophilia rings within these families. They take the pineal glands of children, they slit this little bit, and they take the pineal gland of a child, and they use this as reversing the age process. Basically, it's like a drug to them. You don't understand. Now, all this is stopped rather. Now, what do we do? What do we do now? We don't want a lynch mob on the streets running around attacking these families, because these 12 families, if they choose to, can walk in the light like I. They can switch from the negative and switch into the positive timeline. Now, if they want to move into the fifth dimensional Earth, because the third dimensional Earth is slowly dying, they can anchor the light, and they can turn on the people who are doing this. And some of them are doing that, of course, because, they see the errors of the ways, and nobody on the planet is not able to be rehabilitated in this way. You might think that murderers might be, we stop the murderers and stop the rapists and the killers and the paedophilias and the all serious crimes, the market manipulation people, all these people are going to get the chance to go in the light if they can resonate at these high vibrations. Now, I know it's complex, it's multifaceted, I understand this, but I've had since 2014 to understand it. This is why I say the things I say. And I know people might think, "Oh, that's a bit bizarre, that." But it isn't. It's just the reality. It's just that you don't understand it yet. That's all. And I give thanks for that. And I give appreciation for that. That we have the ability to switch to the light. My mind's clear. My soul's clear. And I give thanks for that. You know, I'm off to play snooker today, smiling from ear to ear. Jaja. But yeah, remember the law of one, people. It's blinding. It's the truth. It's the Christian teachings before man got a grip of it and mess it all up. You know, I'm not saying anything negative to the Christians because I love them dearly. I'm not saying anything to any other religion negative. I'm saying it comes from a place of love, and we all are love. Consciousness is love. Consciousness is love in the fifth dimension. You know, fourth dimensional, this negativities can still operate, but they can't switch into the fifth. So, you know, the 144,000 souls anchored in the fifth dimension. This number's increasing all the time. These numbers are 2022, so there's a lot more souls in the fifth dimension now, of course. And I have my throat chakra activated, people. It tingles. It's pulsing. I'm aware of the energy inside me and how powerful it is, people. You know, moving forward. You know, my fifth dimensional chakra has just came online not so long ago. Maybe it's about 6 months ago or something like that. So you know, forms of control, place, dramatically disappear. Bye bye, Babylon. Bye. We don't need you no more, because we want to move to the light and the positive. So we don't need your corruption, your lies, your bullying, your these negative things. And I send the Babylon pure golden light love, and it's beaming through me. Understand this, officers, when you're in office. Understand what's coming. It isn't anything negative. It's only love. And I've recently sued the police force, Cleveland Police, for arresting me with no charges. You know, with no evidence of that I did anything wrong. It kept me in the cells for 24 hours. Then realised they had no way of charging me, so they NFA'd me pretty much on the spot. And on the way out, they said to me, I said to them, it was dead funny. It's not often I've got arrested with money, but for this one day I did. So I got a big pile of £20 notes out. I can't remember how much. Not a lot of money, but, you know. And I just said, one to you, £20 to you, £20 to you, £20. Every officer I could see, I give £20 to. Then I said, and which door do I leave from? So they were fuming. I give them money because I showed them love. I love yous, I was saying to them. And they said to me, they just all never said anything. And they were all like, and one of them just pointed like that to a door, a steel door. It looked like a cell door to me. And I thought I was going in a cell again. Well, I did go in a cell again, but after the assaulted me, and when they were all 3 or 4 of them dragging me about and pulling me about and all the things that they did, punches, kicks, I believe, that were coming in from other doors, you know, because it was they pushed me into it. They pushed me through the metal door, what was a cell door, and they put me into this corridor. Then they started icking and kicking at me and things like that. But them were coming in from the sides because the doors were open, and there was officers just kicking me and saying, and I was going, I love yous, and I give thanks for life. I give thanks for the negative being allowed to still operate on this planet, because it's God's will, or the Creator's will, that anybody can take any path. We have free will on the planet, and they can take the negative path or the positive path on this fourth dimensional planet. Now, sorry, it's a third dimensional planet mainly. Mostly people are third dimensional, but the Earth's moved into the fourth dimensional. Now, some of us have hit the fifth. Now, I give thanks for them. So I've sued them, and they've got till October to make me a financial offer. Now, I'm going to do light work with that money, pure ras light work. You understand, people? I'm going to do pure light work with it. I promise you. I'm not going to spend any of it on the negative. Because I don't need the negative in my life anymore, and I don't want no dramas, and I don't want them coming to my house trying to abuse me again. And they keep on doing it, of course. But they beat me up again and drag me back to the cell and lock me up for another 24 hours. And obviously I don't eat in the police cells because of the food that they offer me is poisonous. And I'm not saying they're trying to poison me in a particular way. I'm saying the water that they offer me is tap water. I don't drink that. I don't drink that indoors in my house. So I'm not going to drink it there. I won't eat the foods because the food's laced as well, people. I'm not saying they're putting something in separate, differently. I just don't eat there. So, you know, I didn't have now free for 48 hours, and I give thanks for the fasting, people, because you know what it does to people. It puts you back in touch with source, creator light, God's will. So I shined my light throughout that, and I endured it, and it was something that I'll never, ever forget. But I won't give it energy. You know, and I have given it a little bit of energy to speak about. People need to know what these people do. They try to inject me on another occasion with something that I don't know what it was, but I know it was of the negative persuasion, and this was just in the middle of COVID. So I'm assuming, and I can only assume this, that they were trying to jab me with the old COVID jab. I'm assuming it was that. I could have been something a lot more serious, I don't know. But what I will say is I give thanks. I tried to fight them off the best I could. I don't know if the needle got... I believe they were trying to do it in my foot, because I seen the needle with my own bare eyes, and it was like a little vial this big with a little needle on. It wasn't like a syringe. And anyway, they were like... So I don't know if it went in. I'm not 100% sure if it went in, but I seen the needle. There was 3 of the officers, and I'm coming for you, people. I'm not coming for you with the lynch mob, of course. I'm coming for you spiritually. And I don't think you should be officers anymore. I think you should be public servants again. You know, you should work for the people and not the minority. And that's what's happening, basically, people. But anyway, on a lighter note, on a pure love note, I'm blessed, people, and I give thanks for it. So, forms of control, bye-bye. Abuse, bye-bye. Money, Oscar Bonavena. Gone. It's all gone. It's just bye from control. You know, I want to see the people raise up around this way and around this earth, and that's what's happening. Just believe in it, people. I've got a couple of affirmations I've taught on my YouTube and stuff, my Facebook, that will speed the timeline up, and I'll give you them again because they roll off the tongue so easily for I. Let me just center myself. I don't know why something good is about to happen. I don't know why something good is about to happen. I don't know why something good is about to happen. This speeds the timeline up to the positive. And also, we've got another one. I am light. I am free. Source and I are one. I am light. I am free. Source and I are one. I am light. I am free. Source and I are one, people. There's only one. The law of one, people. And the law of one states when we join back to source, we become one again. Like the animals on the planet now, the animals have never been separated because they haven't got these forms of control. They're getting the forms of abuse from the negatives, but they're not getting the forms of control. So they're still aware that they're all one, you know. I want to align with my children more, and baby mamas. I promise you, if you can't go to the fifth dimension, like I will be gathering all my 6 children up, are the ones that mothers can't go to the fifth dimension, because the children are going to the fifth dimension. And if there's any of the mothers that can't hit the fifth dimension, I will be taking them children and looking after them and giving them the love, light energies that they need. And I'll never talk negative about yous, because I give thanks to yous and I love yous daily. You know, I know I'll never be in a loving relationship with yous again. I don't want to be. I just want to show my children the love that I have for them. Who'd have thought it, eh? I would have thought it, because I am the designer, the creator of my reality. And there's no such thing as man. It's all our, really, to be totally honest. But these are the programs that are within me from the third dimension. That's why I said I. But it's not really I, it's our. It's always been our, really. There's no such thing as I. There's I and I, meaning us all. But there's no such thing as one person. You know, that one person has always been connected with source, and we've only been connected with source really on a subconscious level, or when we go to sleep in the astral planes. You know, do you understand? That's how, you know, we re-energize our bodies. That's why we wake up fresh as a daisy most days, you know. But this is because we're connecting back to source, and this is repairing us, our bodies. It's not the food. It's not you know, the sleep, you know, the switching off bit. It's that we've connected back to source then. Suppressed technologies as well. That's another thing I didn't mention. Suppressed technologies. There's technologies out there, 0-point energy, anti-gravity, you know, suppressed medical stuff, which I'm not pleased about. This is the one that's, you know, nobody has to die in the fifth dimension, remember, people. I don't know if I mentioned that before. I think I have. No one has to die in the fifth dimension. That's why the Sumerian Kings list has dates of 10,000 years people have living from. You understand? This is why, because there were fifth dimensional beings, people, and sixth dimensional beings. Now, they could incarnate at will. They could change bodies. You know, they could put the bodies, I wouldn't say ice, but they could suspend the bodies to regenerate, then go to another body, then come back into that body. They were just collapsing light and reappearing light, if you know what I mean. It's very complex, I understand that, but this is something, and this is quite a long video for me, and I give thanks for that because there was so much information. It rolled off the tongue very easily today because it's morning times. I'm closest to the Creator. Then as the day goes on for I, you're losing it. I mean, you can jump it back into it because of the meditations that I do. My meditation bowl is singing, and it's been singing already this morning, so I give thanks for that, people. I just want to say thanks for a lovely day yesterday, Catherine. I enjoyed your company, coming from a place of love. I had a lovely day over in Stockton at this. It was like a street festival going on with street performers, artists and stuff like that. Stalls and market stalls and bric-a-brac and all this business. It was nice. There was lots of children about, enjoying the day, without a care in the world, just like I. Anyway, people, I'm going to bounce and I'm going to go and see if the missus is awake yet. She was tired yesterday and poorly a little bit. She said she had some headaches, and hopefully it's a light body tinkering in for her. Yeah, I think she's coming with us to 5D, and I'm going to do my best to give her the information, of the meditation and things I use to create this energy from within me. Try to keep in the here and now, or the present moment. Present moment awareness is key really to the fifth dimension. Don't concentrate on yesterday so much. Don't concentrate on the future so much. Concentrate on the here and now. The best way to do it is put your consciousness in heart, and feel it. Or if you're advanced enough, put it in the throat chakra. But we can, and one has opened all 7 seals. And the 7 seals are 7 chakras, of course, people. I love you dearly, people. Honestly, it's unconditional. And I love every person on the planet the same. I don't love my mum more or my dad more or anybody more. It's all the same. It's unconditional love. And I'm sorry if I've ever upset anybody on the planet in any what way. But the things I've said and done, I don't regret anything I've ever done in my life. It was all experiences I've taken back to the Creator. Blessed. I can't wait to get in the club this morning and play snooker. I didn't play yesterday, and I've spoke about my love for snooker on the channel, and I give thanks for it, and it helps just to relax me. I have the people in the club using my ball and practicing and raising their vibrations. They don't really understand what they're doing, of course, but some of them do. One of them in particular wants one. He hasn't got one yet, I don't think, but I have some on order, but they don't come in. But I did buy another one at the weekend, and I give thanks for the company in Redcar who I bought it from. And I appreciate it. I left it at Catherine's yesterday by mistake, to be totally honest, Catherine, and she knows this. But I'm not worried, and she said she's going to bring it back in the morning. This morning, I have other ones, so but that one's a bit special to me because it's the only one I've got with what I call the nipple inside. It's the curved brass type, but it's quite high and it's heavy and it's a bit bigger than the other brass one I had. So that makes it a little bit easier to hold in the palm, and it has a lovely tone to it. It's subtle compared to the other one. They're going up in value, money value, so the quality is going up, of course, I believe. But this one's got like a little nipple inside that resonates the noise, and it makes it a bit more subtle. There's probably another one I'm going to buy in Redcar, Yeah, so I give thanks to her. She recommend the lady in red car and the gentleman in red car recommended a sculpture. A lady who does sculptures in Glastonbury, called Philippa Bowers. I believe I'm saying that name. I've got it written down on my phone, so if I've got that wrong, I'm sorry. But she's 96 years old, still doing sculptures. So I give thanks. I'm sending her love, light, energy by speaking of her. And I hope to purchase one of these sculptures because, I do like my sculptures. And I'll just show her a few that I've picked up along the way. This is an important one for me. The goddess Isis. Right. The goddess Isis. This one I just purchased in Middlesbrough. I don't have a name for that, but it was beautiful, so I had to purchase this one. This I purchased in Greece. My love for the feminine aspect. What I've talked about. The feminine aspect is dos, 2. The male energy is 1, of course, and female energy is 2. And look at the year, 20. Right, so we've got 1, 2 in the 20, and we've got another 2 in the 25. So it's high energy for the feminine, But the first number is the really powerful one, because male energy is, of course, 1. So the masculinity was strong in the 1900s. Understand, or right through the 2 centuries of 19. No. It's not 2 centuries, is it? It's 20 centuries. Sorry about that. And also, we've got Nefertiti, the Egyptian goddess, who was extraterrestrial. These were Anunnaki beings, I believe to be true. But Isis gave birth to the first Adamu, first man. So, Moe Sapien, she gave birth to the first one. She carried him for 10 months. And this is, I'll lift this up. I forget what it's called off the top of my head, but it has, I've been doing it upside down. Sorry about that. I had it upside down there, people. I've been, but if anyone can see that, I'll keep it slow. I got this in Mexico. There was a silver one that I seen towards the last end days of my holiday, so I didn't have enough money to purchase it, but I did have enough money to purchase that one. And I guarantee you, I will have that at some point next time I'm in Mexico, because I like El Mexico because I love the Spanish language. I just want to give homage to Dad. I seen this in the drawer the other day, so I got it out, and Dad's feeding me. He didn't get to feed me much when I was child, for one thing, for reasons I won't go into today. But I give thanks for Dad. Dada loves you. Right, and one more quickly before I go. I just moved my washing. I'm doing Nana's washing, see, so I believe this is Ganesh. It came from Thailand. It came from Thailand. I might as well show you a few of the pictures. This is one of my sons. His name is Justin. I love him dearly. Again, didn't have a chance to feed him young when I was when he was growing up, but nevertheless, he is I. And I. He probably doesn't realise it, but he's loved by me. Let me think. Oh, God, look at him. This is our Leo. This is our Leo. I haven't got many pictures of Leo, so I hold them dearly. I've got more pictures of our Justin, but none up at the moment. You know, I seen my second youngest son the other day in the supermarket. I walked into a supermarket and he was in there with his mum. I'm going to call him Messiah, because that's what we, when I was talking to the mum, that's what she said she was going to call him. She did name him something else, but he'll always be Messiah to me. So whatever name you called him after you decided to go that alone, I will always call him Messiah. You know, and I give thanks for them. I've got our Elena over in Grangetown, and I love her dearly. Elena just found out that her stepdad's not a real dad. You know, and she's 9 or 10. Yeah, she's 9 or 10. I've not seen her in the physical since she was about 3 weeks old. And you don't have to be a genius to work it out. This is why I've stayed in, you know, negative towards myself. You know, my battle with, I'd say it hasn't been much of a battle. My battle with myself, really, by staying in the negative spaces, you know, suppressing myself. You know, and that's not something I choose to do moving forward, you know, and I've always had bits where I've suppressed myself, then not suppress myself, and raise my vibration. So I give thanks for the ability to raise my vibration at any one given time. You know, it's up to I. But I give thanks to Elena as well. And, you know, I'd love to see Elena now more than ever, because of the situation that she's, you know, found herself in regarding her stepfather. I have no hate for these people, stepfather or mother or any of my baby mothers. I give thanks for them and I appreciate them and I love them with my heart. You know, I obviously don't want to go out with them as a relationship and things like that, because I've got a lovely girlfriend, Nicola, who I love dearly. She's just walked into the room, and if I ask her to put on camera, she'll go, no. So I won't even chance it. I'll just do it. She's putting the cushion over her head. Be grateful. I'll show you the slippers. I'll show you this. Did you see the slippers? Did you? They're the slippers. I hope I don't show you out else. She wouldn't be best pleased with that, would she? Anyway, but she's just come into the room and I love her dearly. She's just a bit camera shy, that's all, people. But she's the most beautifulest woman I've ever had the pleasure of loving, you know. But I love everyone, of course, you know. But, yeah, you know, but I've only been in a relationship with her for 2 years, so we're still finding each other's quirks and things and finding things up to about each other still. We're close. You know, it's someone who I've let into my space and I give thanks for her. You know. Anyway, people, 40 bloody minutes. Nearly 40 minutes on the mic. Anyway, people, I don't want to talk any longer for you because I know you've all got your busy lives and things, you know. But I would love more subscribers, please. I really would, you know. I want to push it up. I'd love to hit 1,000 by the end of the year, of course. Subscribers, but it is up to you, people. You've got your own free will. But I want to give a shout out to Big Fin Dog anyway. A big shout to our Fin Dog. Fin Dog's my cousin's boy. And he makes the teachers at his school call him Findog. I love that. I love that. He's so quirky, and I love him so dearly. I love him so dearly. I managed to have a little half an hour with him the other day in Morrison's, but I give thanks for that, Finn, and I love you. And if you're ever watching my videos, you know, you can always knock on my door, you know, if you're about and you need a drink, a cup of tea, or a sandwich, or a £10 note or a £20 note, whatever you need, son, this door's always open for you, son. And that goes to any of my cousin's children, because I love them all dearly. Yeah, but Finn and I are one. I'm one with them all, though, of course, but yeah, but Finn and I are one, that's for sure. I love his parents, you know, dearly. And I hope, you know, one day they just pick the phone up and say, hello, how are you doing, Lewis? You know, they don't ring me anymore, but, you know, they can if they want to. And I don't want to, I hear good things about my cousin Michael. I know he had a epileptic fit again and hurt himself a little bit, but, you know, he suffers with epilepsy. And, you know, I'm thinking of you, Michael. I'm thinking of you daily. You know, you don't have to be a stranger, mate. I promise you. You don't have to be a stranger. You know, and I hope to bump into you soon. From the Positive Persuasion. You know, I do love you. I forgot his wife's name. What's his wife's name? Can you remember? Leanne. Sorry, Leanne, I forgot your name for a little wee minute. I love you dearly, sweet. You know, and I hope yous are all well. Thank you. Bye-bye.